All right, guys. Today we are gonna be reacting to "They Refuse to Accept Men Don't Like Makeup." Let's jump in and see what's going on.
You hear men say on this podcast that men are attracted to a woman's aesthetic appeal, and then also say women are lying when they wear makeup. I can understand that at times women completely alter their appearance with makeup, but I don't believe that's the norm, and makeup is used to enhance appearance. You can be well groomed without makeup, and makeup can be a simple part of a general grooming routine.
Yeah, I feel like I've heard men on this podcast say that wearing makeup makes you a liar. And I just feel like that is a really absolutist type of position to take. And if you enjoy looking at women who look pretty, why wouldn't you want them to pretty themselves up?
Okay.
Well, I suppose not when it comes to a deception.
Right. There's a threshold. I could agree that there's a threshold.
Yeah, but all makeup is on the scale of deception.
I don't see it that way. I see it as an enhancement. Is shaving deceptive? And would you want a woman who shaves?
What do you mean, like shaves
her legs, shaves her armpits? Do you want your woman to shave?
Initially, you said grooming. Makeup is grooming.
Do you want your woman to shave?
Makeup has nothing to do with grooming. Sure.
Isn't that deceptive? She has hair on her legs.
No,
that's her authentic self.
Wow. She got triggered. I think she's a little defensive because of Andrew owning her.
Would it be deceptive, though?
By shaving it off. That's not the natural presentation. Wouldn't that be deceptive? To pretend like you don't have hair?
I don't think that would be deceptive, no.
I feel like it's in the same category as a gentle application of makeup.
Wow.
No, I think it's completely different. One, hair has to do more so with grooming than it has to do with changing your appearance. Because, for example, one of the reasons men might prefer a woman with shaved legs doesn't even necessarily have to do with something visual, but with something tactile.
Wait, what?
There we go. You see how they laughing about him? You guys notice that? You guys notice that? How they laughing?
Why are you laughing? That's literally factually true.
Yeah, there's a tactile feedback loop. Yes.
Like hygiene.
There's also an appearance.
Yeah, appearance-wise too, I suppose. But there's also like there's actually like a greater utility to shaving. Like if a woman has spiky legs, it's physically uncomfortable to her.
You're talking about
if the spiky, it's uncomfortable, bruv. So there's actually a greater utility there.
So it's higher on the scale of the grooming routine. Make sure you do that part first. Makeup is an afterthought. But I think that makeup can be part of a grooming routine.
It has nothing to do with grooming, though.
Wow.
And do you see it as a whole separate category?
Makeup?
Yeah.
It would be different. When I think of grooming, I think taking care more so of your hygiene. Makeup does not improve your...
It's a slippery slope because then you have to agree. If it's, I mean, a guy that has shiitake in his face and smell like crap, that means that you cannot judge him. You cannot judge him, right? That's the thing. Like, if you're gonna go that extreme, lady, that means that I can say that's makeup. I'm grooming. I'm gonna put shiitake in my face. It's gonna be grooming. Man, these people are stupid.
In fact, it probably makes it worse.
What do you
How could it not? You're literally clogging your pores with makeup. It makes you more prone to acne. That's bad for your hygiene.
Okay, but it exists for a reason.
I might be
it exists to create a facade of what you desire to look like but actually don't. That's what it exists for. So you can feel more confident and you can feel less insecure about how you naturally look.
So if you're a girl, you want to wear makeup?
You got to speak into the mic. I've told you like
so
7
if you were a
goddamn
girl,
times,
you wouldn't wear makeup? Is that what you're saying?
I don't know. I'm not a woman.
Okay, yeah, so you can't even speak about it.
You're allowed to have opinions.
Wait, have you ever had
no, you don't.
Hold on. Wait, have you ever had...
No.
Oh, you can't speak about abortion then because you've never had one.
Okay, meow.
Oh, hold on. Actually, wait, should you be allowed to vote? Because you can't.
Damn.
You can't go to war.
Do you
Oh my god.
You can't be.
Hey,
forced
let's
to war. Should you be
go,
allowed to
Ryan.
vote?
Let's go.
Why is this?
Yes.
Look
at Andrew.
Yes.
Look at Andrew. Look at Andrew. Andrew's smiling because he's loving this. He's catching it. Sometimes Brian catches it. I think sometimes Brian is catching the arguments. Oh, my bad, folks. I don't know what the hell is this.
Should you be allowed?
Sometimes Brian's catching it.
You can't go to war.
Look at
Oh
Andrew.
my God.
You can't be forced to war. Should you be allowed to vote?
Why is this? First
Yes.
of all, why is he smiling?
Yes.
He loves
Women
it.
should be allowed to vote.
I just.
He's loving it.
Women should be allowed to vote.
Hell, I didn't do anything. I was just listening.
And
Like,
do you
how did I get
prefer
dragged into
Pamela
this?
Anderson with makeup or without makeup?
I would not be attracted to her, one, because doesn't she have hepatitis from whatever the fuck that guy's name is? She has plastic surgery. She has plastic surgery, which is my bigger gripe than
you
the
don't
fact
like
that she wears.
plastic surgery?
I don't. I'm a
Well,
natural
here,
body
let me-
supremacist.
Perhaps I can. Now, I don't entirely agree with Brian's makeup take. Just to be fair, okay.
L.
But I will. But I am gonna kind of take his part on this. Women are often called the fairer sex. In fact, if I'll ask this question, if you think that there are more beautiful women than there are handsome men, go ahead and raise your hand. Yeah, more beautiful women than
There we
handsome.
go. This is the good example of how delusional females are. The reason she's thinking or might not raise her hand is because the guy that she's attracted to, right? For her mindset, she thinks there's a bunch of those dudes. But she doesn't realize is the guys that she's attracted to, there's only 1%. And she thinks these guys are everywhere. This showed you guys, this is a red pill moment right here. Guys, most of guys are completely invisible to female, to the female lens. This is a good example. You see how she's thinking about also she wanna be right. So you wanna go back and forth with Andrew because she's attracted to him, right? And you guys might ask, why are you saying they're attracted to them? Because he's passing all the tests, right? He's passing all the chet tests, so she's finding that attractive. Because he knows he's not putting in her pedestal, so this is not the conversation. But when it comes down to this, that's why she's like, not necessarily. Because look at this rapper. This rapper is literally like 1 in a billion. He has all the acting in the world. But in reality, it's just one dude. But her attraction mechanism is only thinking about that guy. And she thinks that guy is equivalent to all the guys. Hopefully that makes sense.
I feel like it's easier to be beautiful as a woman than it is to be handsome.
Exactly. So my argument is just very simple, that absent all makeup and all beauty regimen standards that come along with that, do you still hold the position that there would be more beautiful women than handsome men? Raise your hand. You still do. You still think that women, even absent their makeup, because here's the thing, what do we have to draw the parallel towards? When I look around, I see men not wearing makeup, and I see them not doing these incredible grooming kind of things that women do. And so they go, well, this guy's, as far as women go, they're much prettier than men and this type of thing. But I think that if women walk around their natural state, absent all of the makeup and beauty and this and that, you would find that actually they're pretty much on par, because men, they have the disadvantage. It's not even socially acceptable to wear makeup. And yet, there's still very many of them considered to be quite handsome. So I often wonder, well, if all the women were walking around without makeup, would we still make the association that they were the fairer sex?
We still have boobs.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, men can have boobs too, but I wouldn't say that makes them the fairer, not fairer sex, right?
I think maybe it just kind of goes along with the feminine that women like to decorate. Like this apartment would look different if a woman decorated it. There'd be more stuff on the walls, and
That's good. You know what's called that? That's called emasculation. She's taking everything that you piece around and she's just putting a feminine touch to it. She's literally taking your space. Guys, if you have a cave, right, where you do all your work, do not allow your wife or your girl to just put the little flag where he. No, don't do that. No, that's your space, man. You see how she said, like, oh, this will be very different with decorate? Yeah, because you're invading his space. That's what you're doing. You're invading his space. She doesn't even understand that. That's crazy.
I think it's similar to like how we like to wear jewelry and we like to decorate and we like to enhance the appearance.
You like
Yeah,
that.
It's part of the
I
feminine.
understand. I'm not disputing that. right? What I am disputing is that when Brian says it's a deception, aren't men almost instantly disadvantaged? Because after all, if a guy's walking around with guy liner on and makeup and shit like that, that's not considered masculine, right? So they're
Right, it's
preferred in their
effeminate.
natural, yeah, they're preferred in their natural state. So whereas women can go through these beauty regimens and they defend them. However, the amount of women, and this I know for sure, having been on that podcast in person many times and off of it, almost no woman in person looks like they do on camera.
100%.
They almost always look way worse.
Such a neck,
in
bro.
person.
Shout out to bro. Shout out to Andrew, man. That's how you neck. That's a neck, right there. Beautiful neck. And then he just keep going. He just doesn't stop in the neck. He just keeps going.
Almost always.
See? Look at that. Look at that.
You know, I just think
beautiful.
Brian, am I wrong about that, by the way? Am I crazy, or do almost all the women look way worse in person than they do on
Such
camera?
a good neck. Wow.
Definitely.
The cameras in the studio lighting do a lot of favor.
Lot of favors.
Lot of
women.
favor.
These
Yeah.
cameras?
Yeah.
I think everyone looks so.
There we go with the bullshit. Oh my God.
How would you
There
know?
we go.
What would you be comparing that to?
I have the best lighting.
There you
range.
go. Hey, I'm just part of the sisterhood. I'm supposed to be the base Christian girl, but I'm part of the sisterhood. Man, I can guarantee you, because they use makeup, right? So makeup and the lighting really covers a lot of the wrinkles, a lot of their insecurity. So you cannot see this. Also, you have to think about this, folks, that they're always looking at the camera. They're always fixing themselves. So they already know what's their best size, what's their best mouth position. They're always trying to fix that, right? Crazy, man. Let me know what you guys think. I'll see you on the next one.